Welcome to On the Edge with JP Devine from Central Maine Sunday. On the Edge with JP Devine audio is sponsored by Sprague & Curtis Real Estate, the largest full-service real estate brokerage in Central Maine's capital region. Selling properties, helping people, getting it done. Visit their website at spragueandcurtis.com. Now here's JP Devine.
Thanksgiving, 1932. We were at my Aunt Winnie's on Itasca and Pennsylvania Avenue, or so I'm told. Everyone else there is dead. So this list is based on what I heard from serious drinkers in years past, so don't hold it to be accurate. There was a picture of this gathering taken with my cousin Jimmy's box-back Kodak. Nobody knows what happened to it. I'm told it was unusually warm and that there was no snow. 8 Devines, 4 Bradys, and 6 Mortons were there. Now, Winnie used both table extensions for the first time since one of my grandmothers died. The turkey was donated to my cousin Bill Brady by the Democratic ward boss he had helped get elected. Bill was the teller at the Mississippi Valley Trust Bank. He later became a vice president. I am 2 months, 2 weeks old. Franklin Delano Roosevelt had just been elected. The British had thrown Mahatma Gandhi in jail, and we had done the same with Al Capone. Someone at the end of the table read an item from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch that said, people in Russia were starving to death. My Uncle Pete reportedly replied, so am I. Let's eat. My mother is holding me on her lap, and everyone wants to hold me, so I am passed around with the sweet potatoes. It's the belly of the Great Depression, and everyone's thankful for each bite. Thanksgiving, 1941. It's the first Thanksgiving since my father died in March. So the atmosphere is a bit like Skeeter O'Neill's saloon had just burned down. We're dining at Winnie's again, and only one table divider is used. This, I know, because I helped put it in. Harry, my father's first son by his regrettable first marriage, is here. My mother never liked him, won't sit next to him, because he's been drinking as usual and has razor cuts on his face. He asks Uncle Pete, is Skeeter's open on Thanksgiving? And then he leaves. My sisters and their husbands are there, and 2 of my 3 brothers. Bud, the oldest, joined the Navy. He hasn't been home for holidays since his girlfriend, Carmen Menendez, married a St. Louis Browns ball player. Today, he's stationed in Hawaii at a place we had to look up on the map, Pearl Harbor, an obscure location that will soon be easier to locate. Thanksgiving, 1945. It's snowing. All 4 brothers and 6 cousins are at sea in the South Pacific. Mom is thankful that Bud survived Pearl, but with little news from the others, no one in the family's interested in a festive dinner. Mom takes my baby sister and me to a Chinese restaurant. I remember the neon sign. Chop suey. Thanksgiving, 1952. Boy, Louisiana Tech, Ruston, Louisiana. After 8 weeks in the desert in Texas, the Air Force has sent me and 10 others to clerical school to learn to type, meet girls, defend the borders between Louisiana and Arkansas, and memorize classified military correspondence. Scoop Larkin, son of a newspaper editor from Mattoon, Illinois, who always keeps a hip bottle of booze in his locker, and I have been here since September, and having fallen in love with 2 gorgeous Kappa Delta girls, decided not to go home for Thanksgiving and instead dine with them. Pass the grits. Thanksgiving, 1953, Fuchu, Japan. Big Tiny Little, who would one day become a Las Vegas lounge pianist, entertains at the dining hall turkey dinner. Scoop and I pass on this, and instead we take the train into Tokyo to dine at a German restaurant on the Ginza with, serendipitously, 2 Danish Red Cross ladies. While we dine, we have our picture taken by the roving photographer, an older man with a limp and a bad tick, whom, we learn, was a German officer in the last war. And you wonder where they get those ideas from movies. There were others through the years, some too sad to recall. In no particular order, they were San Francisco, 1954, having arrived from the Far East a day before Thanksgiving and still in uniform. I was given a free meal by the owners at the top of the Mark, above the Mark Hopkins Hotel. Thank you. Working in New York at several hotels through 2 or 3 Thanksgivings, I dined at a Walgreens drug counter, chock full of nuts, Dominic's Italian Restaurante, the House of Chan, Picciotto's Grotto, the late Broadway star Jeannie Bell's nice apartment on East 75th, and Joya Feldman's family on Avenue M in Brooklyn. Now, that one might have been a Seder. I was there often. Every year since 1984, here in Waterville, I have spent Thanksgiving with good Lebanese friends, and she, who has, for 57 years, with Jesus' help, saved my Thanksgivings, my heart, and my tattered soul. Happy Thanksgiving. See you next year.
Thanks for listening to On the Edge with JP Devine from Central Maine Sunday. On the Edge with JP Devine is sponsored by Sprague & Curtis Real Estate, the largest full-service real estate brokerage in Central Maine's capital region. Selling properties, helping people, getting it done. Visit their website at spragueandcurtis.com. Make sure you pick up Central Maine Sunday this week wherever newspapers are sold, and visit our website at centralmaine.com.